If the straight line 2x plus 3y equal to 1 intersect the circle x square plus y square is equal to 4 at A and B, then find the equation of the circle having AB as the diameter. So, in this problem, there is a circle. So, given circle is x square plus y square equal to 4, or we write x square plus y square minus 4 equal to 0. The straight line intersects, the line is 2x plus 3y equal to 1, or we write 2x plus 3y minus 1 equal to 0. The given data is there is a straight line and a circle. If the straight line intersects the circle at the points A and B, therefore, I take a circle here. This is the given circle and this is the given line. It intersects at the points A and B. So, these are the points of intersection. It is x square plus y square minus 4 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 3y minus 1 equal to 0. Then what he is asking? Find the equation of the circle having AB as diameter. That means the required circle is passing through A and B such that AB is the diameter. So, I draw the circle now. So, this is the required circle for which AB is the diameter. This is required circle. In the previous session, we have seen if a circle S is equal to 0 and a line L is equal to 0 intersects at 2 points A and B, then any circle passing through points of intersection can be taken as S plus lambda L equal to 0. S plus lambda L equal to 0, where this S is from the given circle. Therefore, for our convenience, I write this as S is equal to 0 and this L is from the straight line 2x plus 3y minus 1 equal to 0. Therefore, the required circle is S plus lambda L equal to 0. S means x square plus y square minus 4 plus lambda into L, 2x plus 3y minus 1 equal to 0, where lambda is unknown. Now, if you find lambda value, then we get equation of the circle. So, the next step is to find lambda value. To find lambda, we make use of the given condition. The condition is for the required circle, AB is the diameter. The required circle is equation 1. For equation 1, diameter is AB. So, we apply diameter property. That means, on the diameter, we find the center. So, to find lambda, first of all, we simplify equation 1 and we find the center of it and we substitute that center on this line AB, that is 2x plus 3y minus 1 equal to 0. To find lambda from 1, x square plus y square minus 4 plus 2 lambda into x plus 3 lambda into y minus lambda equal to 0. Rearrange the terms. So, we have x square plus y square plus 2 lambda x plus 3 lambda y plus of remaining are minus 4 and minus lambda equal to 0. Now, you write the center. Center is minus g comma minus f. That means 2g is 2 lambda. That means g is nothing but lambda. So minus g is minus lambda. 2f is 3 lambda. F is nothing but 3 lambda by 2. So minus f is minus 3 lambda by 2. So this is the center. But for the required circle, AB is the diameter. So since for equation 1, AB is the diameter, AB is a diameter on AB, the center lies on AB, the center lies. So AB means 2x plus 3y minus 1 equal to 0. So in it you substitute the center. Therefore, from 2x plus 3y minus 1 equal to 0, we have 2 into minus lambda plus 3 into minus 3 lambda by 2 minus 1 equal to 0. That is minus 4 lambda minus 9 lambda minus 2 equal to 0. That is minus 13 lambda minus 2 equal to 0, which implies lambda is minus 2 by 13. So we got lambda value. Substitute lambda value in 1. Therefore, from 1, x square plus y square minus 4 lambda minus 2 by 13 into 2x plus 3y minus 1 equal to 0. Take LCM, 13x square plus 13y square minus 52 minus 4x minus 6y plus 2 equal to 0. So 13x square plus 13y square minus 4x minus 6y minus 50 is the equation of the required circle. So in this problem there is a line and a circle, and these two intersect at the points A and B. Then we are finding another circle passing through A and B. That is in the form S plus lambda L. From the previous session, we discussed this concept S plus lambda L equal to 0. So substitute S and L. Then to find lambda, you apply the condition for the required circle. AB is the diameter. Diameter property is the center lies on the diameter. That means the center lies on the line. So substitute, we have lambda value minus 2 by 13. Thereby we got the equation. తెలుగు మీడియం స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఈ ప్రాబ్లంలో ఏమి ఇచ్చాడంటే 2x ప్లస్ 3y ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 1 అనే సరళ రేఖ, x స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ y స్క్వేర్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 4 అనే వృత్తాన్ని రెండు బిందువుల్లో ఖండించినప్పుడు AB అనేది వ్యాసంగా కలిగిన వృత్త సమీకరణాన్ని కనుక్కోండి అన్నాడు. ఈ ప్రాబ్లం చేయడానికి ముందు మనం సెషన్లో ఏం చెప్పుకున్నాం అనేది కొద్దిగా గుర్తు తెచ్చుకోవాలి. ఒక వృత్తము ఒక సర్కిల్, ఒక వృత్తము ఒక సరళ రేఖ రెండు బిందువుల వద్ద ఖండించుకున్నప్పుడు ఈ ఖండన బిందువులు గుండా వెళ్ళే వేరొక వృత్తాన్ని S ప్లస్ ల్యాండా L ఈక్వల్ టు 0 అనే రూపంలో తీసుకోవచ్చు అని చెప్పుకున్నాం. కాబట్టి ఈ S ప్లస్ ల్యాండా L ఈక్వల్ టు 0 అనేది మనకు కావాల్సిన వృత్తం. దీంట్లో మనం S విలువ S అండ్ L సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయాలి. ఇక్కడ S అనేది x స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ y స్క్వేర్ మైనస్ 4 అండ్ L అనేది 2x ప్లస్ 3y మైనస్ 1. సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఇక్కడ ల్యాండా అనేది మనకు ఒక తెలియని విలువ ఉంది. ఆ తెలియని విలువను తెలుసుకోవడానికి వాడు ఇచ్చిన కండిషన్ వాడుకోవాలి. అదేమిటంటే కావలసిన వృత్తానికి AB అనేది వ్యాసం కాబట్టి వ్యాసం మీద కేంద్రం ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి ఈ వ్యాస సమీకరణంలో కేంద్ర నిరూపకాలు సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసినప్పుడు ల్యాండా విలువ మైనస్ 2 by 13 వచ్చింది. దాని నుంచి వృత్త సమీకరణం మనకు వచ్చింది. టుడే వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు డిస్కస్ వన్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాన్సెప్ట్, దట్ ఈస్ రాడికల్ సెంటర్. వాట్ ఈస్ meant by radical center? In this concept, he is using the word center. That means it is the center of a circle. So let us see what is that circle. So the definition is like this: radical center of three circles, the radical center of three circles whose centers are non-collinear, whose centers are non-collinear is defined as the point of intersection of the radical axis of each pair of three circles. If you draw the figure from the definition, then you will get the idea. The main condition is we are taking the three circles whose centers are non-collinear. So I take three circles like this. This is the first circle whose center is A, and you take the second circle, center is B. So A, B, and you take the third circle, C. So these are three circles whose centers are non-collinear. Non-collinear means they are not lying on the same line. Then what I do is I call it as the first circle S is equal to 0, second circle S dash is equal to 0, and the third circle S double dash equal to 0. Radical center of three circles is defined as the point of intersection of radical axis. So what I do is, first of all, I find the radical axis of the first two circles because these two are non-intersecting. From the properties of radical axis, the radical axis lies between the circles. Therefore, it lies between the circles. Then you take the second circle and the third circle, and these two are again non-intersecting. Therefore, the radical axis lies between the circles. It will be like this. Now you take the third circle and the first circle, then because they are non-intersecting, the radical axis lies between the circles. Therefore, these are the three radical axes. The radical axes are meeting at a point. This point is called the radical center. The radical center. Now, what I do is, I call this point as P. I take it as some x1, y1. I draw the tangent from P to the first circle. This is the length of the tangent. Similarly, you draw the tangent from P to the second circle. So this is length of the second tangent. Similarly, you take the tangent from this point to this third circle. So this is the length of the tangent. Now what I do is, I call these distances as, let us say, these are nothing but PD, PE and PF. If you take these distances PD, PF, PE and PF, these are equal in length. That means the length of the tangent drawn from the radical center, to any one of these three circles is same. Now, I draw a circle by taking this P as center and PD or PE or PF as radius. Then we find a fourth circle. And for this fourth circle, the center is nothing but the radical center. Now we concentrate on this fourth circle. The main property of the fourth circle is it cuts the given three circles orthogonally. That means if you find the angle between the fourth circle and the first circle, this is 90. Similarly, angle between the fourth one and the second circle is 90. Similarly, it is also 90 degrees. Therefore, after finding the radical center, I am taking the lengths of the tangents from the radical center to three circles. These three lengths are equal. Then we are drawing a circle with center as radical center and the radius as length of the tangent. Then this new circle cuts the given three circles orthogonally. Given three circles orthogonally. తెలుగు మీడియం వాళ్ళకి మనం ఇక్కడ మూడు వృత్తాలు తీసుకుంటున్నాం. ఈ మూడు వృత్తాలకి కేంద్రాలు ఎలా ఉన్నాయంటే ఒకే సరళ రేఖ మీద లేవు. మీరు తీసుకునే మూడు వృత్తాలకి కేంద్రాలు ఒకే సరళ రేఖ మీద లేనప్పుడు మీరు ఖచ్చితంగా మూడు మూలాక్షరాలను కనుక్కోవచ్చు. ఇవన్నీ కూడా మూడు మూలాక్షరాలు. ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఈ బిందు Px1 y1 వద్ద ఖండించుకుంటున్నాయి. దీని యొక్క పేరు ఏమిటంటే మూల కేంద్రం. మూల కేంద్రం. ఈ మూల కేంద్రానికి ఒక ప్రత్యేకత ఉంది. అదేమిటంటే ఈ P అనే బిందువు నుంచి ఇచ్చిన మూడు వృత్తాలకి గనక మనం స్పర్శరేఖలను గీసినప్పుడు ఆ స్పర్శరేఖల యొక్క పొడవులు సమానంగా ఉంటాయి. ఇవి సమానంగా ఉన్నప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే ఈ Px1 y1 అనే దాన్ని కేంద్రంగా తీసుకుని ఈ స్పర్శరేఖ పొడవును వ్యాసార్థంగా తీసుకుని ఇంకొక వృత్తాన్ని మనం గీయవచ్చు. ఈ వచ్చిన నాలుగో వృత్తానికి ఉన్న ప్రత్యేకత ఏంటంటే ఇది ఇచ్చిన మూడు వృత్తాలని కూడా లంబంగా ఖండిస్తుంది. ఇచ్చిన మూడు వృత్తాలని లంబంగా ఖండిస్తుంది. ఫైండ్ ది ఈక్వేషన్ ఆఫ్ ది సర్కిల్ విచ్ కట్స్ ది ఫాలోయింగ్ త్రీ సర్కిల్స్ orthogonally. So in this problem we are finding the equation of the circle which cuts the given three circles orthogonally. So to find the required circle, what we do is we apply radical center concept. Just now we have seen what is meant by radical center. It is the point of intersection of radical axis. Therefore, first of all I call the given three equations as 1, 2, 3. And I take three circles like this. First circle, second circle and third circle. Now, I call them as equation 1. It is second circle equation 2 and this is the third one. We find the radical axis of the first two. The radical axis formula is s minus s dash. Radical axis is given by s minus s dash is equal to 0. That is nothing but 1 minus 2. Then you find the radical axis of 2 and 3. So, that is s minus s dash is equal to 0. Then we find this point of intersection, what we call it as radical center. After finding the radical center, what we do is we draw the tangent from this radical center to any one of the circles. To any one of the circles. Then you take this radical center as the center. Let us call it as AB. And this length of the tangent as radius. We can find a circle which cuts the given three circles orthogonally. Which cuts the given three circles orthogonally. So, first of all we find radical center. So, to find radical center. So, to find radical center, you find any two radical axes. So, do 1 minus 2. So, if you take 1 minus 2, what we get 3x plus x, that is 4x, 2y minus 6y, that is minus 4y, minus 4 is equal to 0, that is x minus y minus 1 equal to 0 is the radical axis of 1 and 2. Similarly, you take radical axis of 2 and 3, that is 2 minus 3. So, do 2 minus 3. That is minus x minus 5x, that is minus 6x, 6y plus 8y, that is 14y, minus 10 equal to 0, that is 3x, minus 7y plus 5 equal to 0. 3x minus 7y plus 5 equal to 0. I call it as equation 4 and it is equation 5. Now you solve 4 and 5, we get the radical center. So, solving 4 and 5. So, here we have x and here 3x, multiply 4 with 3, 3x minus 3y minus 3 equal to 0. There is no change in 5, 3x minus 7y plus 5 equal to 0. Now subtract. Therefore, it is minus plus minus. So 3x get cancelled. Therefore, minus 3y plus 7y, that is 4y, minus 8 equal to 0. Therefore, y is equal to 2. After finding y is equal to 2, put y value in 1, y value in 4. Therefore, from 4, x minus 2 minus 1 equal to 0, that is x is equal to 3. Therefore, radical center is equal to x comma y, that is 3 comma 2. I call it as a comma b. Now, you find radius of the required circle. Radius of the required circle is equal to the length of the tangent from 3 comma 2 to any one of the circles. So you can take any circle. Length of the tangent formula is root s11. How to find s11? Substitute 3 comma 2 in any one of the circles. So I take the first circle. So 3 whole square, that is 9 plus 4 plus 9 plus 4 plus 1, that is 13, 22. 13 plus 9, 22 plus 5, 27. So your radius is ready, that is root 27, and the center is a comma b, that is 3 comma 2. Therefore, the required circle is x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to r square. So x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square is root 27 whole square. Now simplify it. X square plus y square minus 6x minus 4y, 9 plus 4, 13, 13 minus 27, that is minus 14 equal to 0. So this is the required circle which cuts the given 3 circles orthogonally. So these are 3 homework problems in the system of circles. You complete these problems. తెలుగు మీడియం విద్యార్థులు కూడా ఇవి మీరు కాపీ చేసుకుని ఇంటి దగ్గర ట్రై చేయండి. ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అన్నిటికి కూడా ఆన్సర్స్ రాశాను. ఇందులో పబ్లిక్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్కి ఈ మోడల్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. ప్రాబ్లం నెంబర్ 1 ఇంపార్టెంట్, అలాగే ప్రాబ్లం నెంబర్ 3. ఈ సెకండ్ ప్రాబ్లం ఫస్ట్ ప్రాబ్లంలో ఇంక్లూడ్ అయి ఉంది, ప్రత్యేకంగా మీరేం చేయక్కర్లేదు.